Welcome back to Inside the Heat. As you would imagine, for Udonis Haslem, family is first and foremost as a father and a husband. But the key to any successful union is having a teammate. And faith has been that for Udonis, for the highs, the lows, and everything in between. Well, Haslems, it's been about 1.5 years since you all were wedded in holy matrimony. How's that been? Awesome, apparently. That's what I love, the giggles.
You know, it's been fun. Well, we've been together, you know, so long that just the marriage was just the next step. But, you know, a lot of people say things change when you're married, and a lot of things have stayed the same with us. We already had the kids, and, you know, we already had our routines every day, and just went the steps to just make it official.
Faith, what do you remember most about that day?
Everything. I mean, when people ask me about it, I'm honestly like, it was everything I had hoped and dreamed it would be and kind of imagined it to be. I was most excited to marry this guy and do that part and make that official for us, but the day itself was like the biggest party and the best times. It was all like amazing. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It's his house too. We let that happen.
Elijah,
Elijah,
come here.
Come on through.
Come here.
Can I get a high five on the way through? My man. Absolutely can hang out.
Okay.
You want to sit down with me while I do the interview?
Are you gonna be quiet?
You gonna leave or you gonna stay here?
I'm leaving.
You gonna leave?
Don't come back.
Go play basketball. Say bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care. It's good to see you. That is a beautiful boy.
I appreciate it.
No doubt.
It's all me right there.
I have this hokey saying that every good story starts at the beginning. As we did some research, there's a little discrepancy as to who asked who first to go where. And I understand that there's some Popeye's chicken involved.
I was a year younger than him. We met at University of Florida. We were both athletes there. And they kind of had us all clustered in the same kind of dorm, so we would cross paths all the time. As we developed a friendship, Udonis had a car, which was like a big deal on campus. I remember calling him asking, like, would you take me to Popeyes? And he said, if you pay, I'll take you. So I was like, all right, I'll go.
Negotiation.
What do you guys like to do together, just the two of you?
Probably doesn't involve that much. I'd probably get dressed up, go in a little outfit.
He's gonna do me like that?
Like,
Like today. See how she do me, Jax? I didn't know we was doing all this. I could have cleaned up a little better.
It is evident that Faith is a fashionista, and her passion for fashion has led her to launch a lifestyle and fashion blog.
My input comes from marrying sports and athletic nature with the interest in clothes, so it's almost what I like to call like my tomboy chic. Because I'm not a girly girl, but I love clothes and I do love fashion, and this is how I embrace it all.
You guys have 3 boys, and Udonis, what is it that you like most about being a father?
Obviously, watching my kids mature. I love, you know, watching her work with the kids when it comes to schoolwork. I love going to the football games and to the baseball games and cheering those guys on and watching them get better and perfect their craft.
You talked about growing, and Udonis continues to do that. Now playing football at St. Thomas. Last time we checked, 6'4", 285 pounds. Is that still pretty much in his zone?
That's why I got to stay in the weight room, Jax. People wonder at 34, and, you know, I stay active, and every day that I have a day off, I'm in the weight room. She'll tell you, I got to keep myself in shape.
Faith, Josiah and Elijah, they're both athletes as well?
Josiah's all baseball right now. I'm going to sign him up for basketball pretty soon. And the little guy, Elijah, kind of came out the womb playing basketball. It's for us.
He shoots and dribbles, and
he's 4, and it's
he know
kind of
everybody
crazy what he's doing. Yeah.
Team,
He's a
and he got a
head.
free throw routine.
Yeah.
I told her, hey, don't be getting out there. You be doing all this in the house. You better get out there and shake it.
How have you guys decided to balance what is home life versus what is the identifiable spotlight of the professional life?
It's 2 different perspectives. Obviously, I'm here, kind of holding it down and dealing with the kids on a day-to-day, and then he's away, which is equally as hard. Thank God for the cell phones and all the technology. Like, honestly, like, that's kind of how we balance the sense. And what I mean by balance is just keeping each other in touch with what's going on.
As Udonis, Josiah, and Elijah continue to grow into young men, the Haslems instill values that will help guide them throughout life.
Respect.
Good judgment, that's huge.
It's like lost now. You know, sometimes please, thank you. And also, I don't want them to look at what we have and feel entitled and feel like it just happens. So for my kids, I want them to understand that their journey is still ahead of them, and they still have a lot of work to do in order to achieve their goals. This was my dream. You have your own dream. It's a way to go about achieving it, and I can show you how to achieve it, but you have to want it for yourself.
The story of Udonis Haslem is an amazing one. An individual who did everything he had to do to find his way to his hometown team and then to the highest levels of the NBA as a champion and a co-captain. But he doesn't do it alone in life, and that is the wonderment of everything we try to find. A teammate and a companion to lead your way through life and beyond the game of basketball, and in that, he has his fantastic wife, Faith. We thank them so very much for opening up their home, and we thank you so much for watching this edition of Inside the Heat. I am Jason Jackson. You ready yet?
We're gonna go this way.
Oh, this was on a castle in a movie about medieval times.
I like to consider myself the Prince of Miami.
So get your Game of Thrones on.
Yeah.
No. A 2-hour edition of Inside the Heat.
It's gonna be how long?
No, it's 30 minutes.
Oh, I was like, what?
So say, how long? That's a movie.
I'm working too hard to make a very simple thing happen.